Welcome to our explainer. Today, we're going to build an English toolkit, something to help you master some of the absolute trickiest parts of the language. So, do words like these ever trip you up? Yeah? Well, you are definitely not alone. Okay, let's dive in and break these down. Even native speakers get these wrong all the time, but we're going to fix that. Starting right now, we'll turn these little points of confusion into some serious tools for confident, super precise communication. Okay, so our first tool is all about precision. We're going to focus on those verbs that, they look and sound kind of similar, but they have totally different jobs. All right, let's start with assure. Think of this one as like a comforting verb. It's all about calming someone down, Like a doctor telling you, I assure you, you won't feel a thing. You're speaking directly to a person to ease their worries. And here's a super simple trick for this one. The A in assure stands for alive. It's a great reminder that you can only assure something that's alive. A person, an animal, something that can actually have worries to begin with. Now ensure, spelled with an E, this one's different. It's all about guaranteeing an outcome. It's like making a promise that something will happen. You study hard to ensure you do well on an exam. And then there's insure, spelled with an I. This one is strictly about money and protection. Insurance. Simple as that. Like when your car is insured against accidents. The I is for insurance. Okay, let's move on to another tricky pair. Raise and rise. Here's the crucial thing to remember about raise. You always have to raise something. It needs an object to act on. You can't just say, I raise. No, you have to say, I raise my hand.
A rise, on the other hand, doesn't need an object at all. The subject does the action all by itself. Think about it. The sun rises. It doesn't need to rise the moon, right? It just rises. And that really shows you the core difference right there.
All right, so we've got our precision with words down. Now, let's kind of zoom out and look at the bigger picture, the structure of our sentences. This is like the scaffolding of English. So here's a quick but really useful one. The word of is often used to show possession, but mainly for objects and non-living things. See? The leg of the chair. For people and animals, we usually prefer using that apostrophe S, like the dog's leg. Okay, now let's look at how sentence structure can totally change the meaning of something. Take the active voice here. We killed a lot of people. It's super direct. The subject, we, clearly did the action. It takes full responsibility. But watch what happens when we switch to the passive voice. A lot of people were killed. See that? Something really interesting just happened. The focus shifts to the action, and the person who did it, they can just disappear completely. So this brings up a really critical question, right? When you see the passive version, who's actually responsible here? The sentence doesn't say. The actor is just gone. And this is a really powerful tool. Governments, businesses, they sometimes use the passive voice specifically to avoid taking direct responsibility for something unpopular. It's a way to hide the subject, or maybe the subject is just unknown. Fantastic. So, with our grammar tools all sharpened up, let's put them to use. Let's apply everything by building up our vocabulary for a huge event, something like the Olympics. Okay, first up, let's identify the key players, the people who make the games happen. You've got the athlete, of course, competing, the coach who manages the team and strategy, the referee who enforces the rules, the judge who scores sports like gymnastics, and then there are the spectators who watch all the events. And of course, we all know the goal for every single athlete, standing on that winner's podium. Third place gets you the bronze medal. Second place, you get the silver medal. And at the very top, first place, is that amazing gold medal. So there you have it. We've just added some precision verbs, powerful sentence structures, and some new vocabulary to your toolkit. But here's the thing. The most crucial part isn't just knowing these rules. It's about actually using them to speak and write with more confidence. So the real question is, how are you going to use your new English toolkit?